again, not the best. Clockwork not covered level 6 just yet, neither is Fioli. Storm Spirit wants a lot more, he wants a lot more to work with than what he has right now to feel comfortable. And even Tiny, right? You can see him maybe getting involved, but next level 3 grab, that is more a farming build more than anything else. If you held 2 points, put both of them into the toss, alright. It's very reliable damage loop. I think the combo with the avalanche scales of the avalanche damage on points, one is the toss. I can hit a second time by avalanche. So, one more point up in the avalanche means if you, even if you land the combo, it's 240 damage rather than 600. The avalanche instead. It's one of the arguments that you see sometimes. Maxing that out. But again, over farming builds, very much easier for Rasmus to land on lane 2 if he was still in there. And also just much easier damage in a team fight. Slowing things down a little bit. I mean, can make the argument that they're going to be fine with that because Xordias is going to hit like an extremely good relic timing. On the back of that, extremely good Radiance timing, but they still have that advantage. And these supports coming through. Castle with this level 6, Macropie available as well. They've already taken all the tier 1 towers, maybe respecting evil corporations' ability to start taking small little skirmishes here. They have a bit of pick-off potential too here with Area hitting level 6. Don't split up to level 12, so that's working out. Region also has the Kaya, so he can actually go in to missile as well to extend now with the next out to the chain. There is some damage if they manage to backstab but find that initiation. Even up against heroes like Tidehunter. He does have a mechanism though. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him just wait for the Radiance. Perhaps the Orchid is the other thing. I'm checking closer. So Kinguin, they're waiting for this round of items before they want to be more aggressive. But that also means that Evil Corporation have a little bit of extra time to try and catch up with some of these stacks. Right now, both of the cores in Kinguin though well ahead. 1600 gold, 1700, 1800, almost here on Xordias ahead of the Stormwind. Also, it's a regional rebuttal though, so might upset some of that. Gonna work at 2 tier 1s at the same time. On the top lane, the entire 5-man lineup from Kinguin is working away as tier 2 are just starting now. 1 TP back to the middle lane. And they see Patos now. Nice TP from Castle. This is the combo, right? They go in Patos, just gonna Ravage, Castle is gonna Supernova. E-Corp not even making that attempt. Said they rotated around, but they kinda lost that trade, didn't they? This tier 2 in deny range, so it's simply dead. But now it still has actually can soul kill onto onto one Patos with the Ravage, only 1 point up still into the Ice Path. Bit of a waste to say the least. Well, E-Corp will be very happy about that. They deny the tower. Again, map control lost. They only get the tier 1 bottom. As I say that though, only working away at the next one. He does have the creep wave, got rid of the other one. Next one will be a catapult, but by that time Kinguin will probably chase him out that way. Not the Ravage? I won the V-Corp. Can just feel comfortable going in the region, even going to back to the goal. Will be cancelled now, but yeah. Got a bit of a break there. All just pushed on bottom also means they'll only just turn forward on levels. Up to 11 now, almost 12. The level 2 Chakram coming out momentarily. Area continues to farm up top here. Let's set you into work with Hookshot as well on mine. Haven't seen one yet. Yeah. Over here! Even if E-Corp wanted to go for some sort of play, it would have been very risky even without a Ravage. Nisha's very strong and hard to bring down at this point. With the Orchid completed too. I'm sure if they scouted that out there. I think he just got it with the courier. But I think there might have been Oblivion Stars before. Again, both teams are fighting in time. Tiny starting to get his items. A little bit more tanky, better farm. Going in, he'll see the Orchid now. Bit of Nisha reaching, coming to take over. Nisha will actually die to that, and only not so much. He's still alive, Katsuo. His damage on time is not going to be enough. He might even be forced into the Supernova, which he's holding on to. Right decision, you need that for the following team fight. You're going to die anyway. The rest of the team even because one of the Flintmeister hookshot to follow, trying to toss him in. Alisat will end up falling here too eventually. No hero available to roam in to help him. Tidehunter still with the Rapture and cooldown, so all he could have done was look scary. And Lonewood not quite ready to fight just yet. Where's his bear at anyway?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There it is.
Radiant structures
He does have the Radiance. Needs the rest of the screen from here. Needs that Ravage Pathos. Katsuo come back in now to chain across. Evil Corporation. Forced away, but good series of events for them. If you look at the gold draft, that was 4k in favor of Team Kinguin. But now, down to just 1.5k or something. Especially Storm Spirits being involved in these kills. Him getting one, only the other. That is the ideal situation. Only he's the one going for the Bloodstone. Halfway there. Well, both going for one. Even closer than only is at this point. He's being slowed down. Ravage being used. Chain interrupted with it. Now, only, well, still fighting. Fear, Ice Path actually landing, but the root is there in time. Again, big commitment to him, full 5-minute rotation. They need something more out of this. They didn't get the kill, it would have been in a bad spot here with rapid cooldown as it stands. They should be able to bring down the T2 uncontested. As the recall spread out all across the map and try and make trades happen. Region might even be able to work away at the tier 1. Thanks it up for a little bit of a problem, but alright, Kinguin. I'm gonna go high ground. Both back up, but mostly on the bear. Can't tank that error. Sitting inside, waiting for the hook shot. Ah, missed it only just. It's one of these situations where you figure, oh yeah, just hook anywhere, I'm bound to hit something, but not really. Just short. Plus is there, tower already down to almost to help us here. The bear quite a bit of work. He's making his life for it. He might have fallen, but now Stormfit in front. Silence, feared up, he will fall. No buyback either. Not just get the tower, but also mailbacks on the back of that. Kinguin hitting that timing in strides, only back from the dead. He's gonna be super careful, doesn't have reactive armor charged up. Very squishy indeed right now. Nisha caught in the front line, see inside the cogs, but no damage to follow up. Only straight up fall. Going into that without that reactive armor, buying back immediately. Kinguin. Pathos is the one dropping a little bit low. More ultimates available, but the bear is still extremely scary at this point in the game. And Evil Corporation, they found that out the hard way. Not just hard to bring down, but also hitting very hard against these buildings. Sub 20-minute racks, and all of a sudden that gold lead that I was talking about surged upwards of 7k.
Now my enemies pay.
This is just a mark of a very experienced team, just realizing, alright, we lost the team fight because we didn't have Ravage, because we're kind of isolated from each other. DC, got a couple of heroes one by one. But if we work as 5, we actually are still super strong. And we can't take Rex right now, especially if E-Corp are not quite ready to fight. And even if they are, we have Orchid, we have Roots, we have Ice Path now. Still level 1, but hey, enough of a setup to start with it. Anyway,
whoa, what I miss?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
The tower has fallen area. Just clicking it down. Go back to region for that one. So, and it's also trying to skip 3 bears. Only got the 1. This tier 2 will most likely fall with Evil Corporation trying to mitigate the damage elsewhere. Flintmeister's up top. Skipping 3 waves there, region continuing to push down bottom. He does have his spots to complete now after that fight. Probably for the best. Timbersaw opting to go for something else. He has the Lotus Orb queued up now. And Kinguin, well, that's one way to deal with this kind of a playstyle, right? They just go full 5-man YOLO. Just push the side lanes, skip creep waves, and can't actually go high ground camping. So far, so good. Evil Corporation buying themselves more time, but they need to be able to leverage the Storm Spirit as well as Timbersaw. And for that to happen, they need defensive utility, which is also one of the reasons why Timbersaw opted to go for this Lotus Orb. Being able to spell the silence could make a difference. Like, if they go on somebody like Root with the silence, they run down at the same time in mid though. Trying to burst down Phoenix, but it gets the egg off. That Magpie as well. They're trying to right click it down. They will find it. Reshine's not here. Bought enough time to come in and snag another support kill though. On me. Yeah, cancel it. Yeah. Oh, ice buff. I love Jakiro, but that spell needs a buff. Like, not even necessarily an information delay. I mean, it's kind of the Jakiro's thing. Right? But, just the fact that you can BKB out of it if you Yule somebody into it. Yule the ice buff, that needs to change in my opinion. But never we see that right now. They don't have the Phoenix Sun, but still have the Ravage to work with, only up in front. Again, without reactive armor stack. He's starting to find it now in a couple of these creeps. Makes it a little bit easier for him. Plantsmeister also. He can hit hard if he wants to reagent, but part of the fight just here. Once again, skipping creep wave. So we'll get this tier 3 tower. Didn't really matter too much here. Oh god, the hookshot again! Just barely off the mark. Area. Not on point today at all with those. This is a fake back even. TP back to bear just to heal up. We call that at any moment. We might see Kaoli here if he comes in.
Boom! There it goes!
Let's be sure about the position from Evil Corporation either. They might very well be smoked out and in a big old clump. But they're not. Spreading out, trying to farm up. Just will be trying to catch and get a few extra items on the heroes. Especially these defenders items. Load top is one thing. But Stormsword with that BKB should have a much easier time. All of Kinguin spells, and that's where you can feel really comfortable going in and trying to do damage. The only thing that he then has to worry about is going one-on-one with the bear and being rooted or something.
Invisibility!
Or he might want to think about something like that himself, but goes for Yules instead. More disruption. I mean, his job in these team fights is more just tanking up spells and dodging things with Lotus Orb and then rules coming out. If he even finishes off, might very well change his mind. But E-Corp, despite being a Rex Stamina, still have this chance. Because again, if you look at the draft from Kinguin, they don't really have inbuilt solutions for the Storm Spirit. Certainly not one for the BKB. That Orchid will cease being effective as soon as that comes out.
What have we?
Same time, AC in the works, exotic gear. They might very well hit a timing with that, doesn't really matter. So they're tanky enough to just run down another lane and bring down another set of racks. So it's gonna be hard for E-Corp to mount these kind of defenses. Especially when they have Ravage as well as the Phoenix Supernova available. Let's try and get some vision out. It's painfully limited right now. All they have is from the creep waves. This is one ward in the middle lane. They get some vision out, keep an eye on Kinguin. Maybe you catch them off guard when they're spread out to farm a little bit. Go in on the clock.
Do it with flair!
Who would you actually go on? Like, technically, like, Titan is still pretty damn tanky. He has Pipe on top of the mechanism now. Oh, didn't quite actually get damage to Creeper. That's annoying. Blocked zip play, but he missed timing. Will that Creeper made here error? Actually down half health, Sunray. With all being. Oh yeah, there's no careful anyway. Maxing it up. sure stay alive. The Drax is down already, but that is fine. So with zone BKB coming in, slowing down on start front, bringing him down, but there's been some. There's some map protection. Only will fall, so will Reargen. Spawning a little bit, but no buyback here. That was used early on Timbersaw. Waiting for the 10 seconds here for Bloodstone to spawn in Transmice. He needs some help. Throws down the Avalanche. He's all alone here, away from his base, rooted up right here. Missing 4 heroes. It's my better roll, BGG. It's just the effect of having a lone druid on your team. If you win a team fight, you gotta take buildings, and you're taking half the racks on the field. Well, making mega creeps happen is no tall task. So there are 2 heroes. It's all down to Reargen. They doesn't have nearly enough money to think about finishing up the BKBs. So, well, that's how the cookie crumbles. With Operation, this particular strat not quite working out. It could have, if they managed to maybe get a bit of a better early game. Slow down Kinguin a lot more, but they just hit the time. Very tanky, very strong push here between Paddles and the Titans. In with the mechanism and the threat of the Ravage. Razor also with a good start. Very strong. Just all